when was it? The Monday, 2 days ago, we were talking about Kelis going crazy on Beyonce because Beyonce sampled her and she was not happy because she didn't get a phone call. And as I was looking at the track list of her album Renaissance Part 1, I realized that there was no Kelis nowhere. And like I told you, nowadays it's not like back in the days. Back in the days, you could, once you release an album back in the days, once everything is on the CD, let me take out the CDs. Back in the days, when the information is on the object, and especially here, back in the days, the things you write here, the credits, who's featured, if you do a mistake, it's over. It's over. Back in the days, once you do the mistake, yeah, all we could do back in the days when we did a mistake, in terms of the data, the information about an album. So back in the days when we did a mistake on anything about an album, all we could do was to cry. And let's say you print 3,000 copies. Usually we would start by printing 3,000 copies of the album. So 3,000 CDs, 3,000 covers, and 3,000 booklets inside. And this is what we ship to the stores, and the stores sell it to the customers. And when there was a mistake, you would be like, okay, listen, hopefully that's what I would tell the artist. I would be like, hey, listen, we made a mistake here, or there's a one word that is not typed right, or maybe it's I don't know, anything. And what would happen is that there's nothing you can do for everything that is printed because it's already in the stores, right? Or in the stock. So what you would tell the artist is that, listen, we're gonna do a new version of the album with corrections. Even if there's an audio problem, you have to keep the first X amount of copy that you created with that problem, and you're gonna leave it there. And there's nothing you can do. You cannot turn it in. You cannot change this problem. And what we would do after that, we would create a new master and create a new cover art, whatever the thing you have to correct, and then starting at print number 3001, it would be the corrected version. So you would say, hey, listen, the first 3,000 are collectors because they have a special mistake, whatever, and then you correct whatever you want to correct. And if the artist sells enough CD, if they sell 3,000 CDs, now starting on the next back, the next 2,000 or 3,000 that you print are the corrected ones. And right now, today, let me go to Spotify. Today on the digital, since everything is actually digital information, I don't know if you remember that I changed my name to Monsieur de Shada, right? I changed Diamantero and Davagani to everything to Monsieur de Shada. So I had to also change the covers. So for example, the name of this project, for example, Bougie Love, was Bougie Love by Diamantero, and now I changed it to Bougie Love by Monsieur de Shada. So I changed the cover, and I also had to change the name of the artist everywhere. So instead of Diamantero, everything became Monsieur de Shada everywhere. And I went from now I have all these singles under the name Monsieur de Shada. And how did I do it? I did what we call in the musical business, the streaming world, a metadata push, meaning that everything is data right now. So you have your songs, the master, the audio is somewhere stored in a server, and the name of the songs, the name of the artist, all this is metadata. So the name of the song, title, the name of the artist, main artist, is there a featuring or is there another main artist? All this is metadata. Artist 1, artist 2, artist 3, featured artist, producer, name of the producer, producers, all this is metadata. Credits, songwriters, composers, writers, metadata. All this is data. And then the lyrics, all this is metadata. And because all this is metadata, it means that you can do what we call a metadata push. What is a metadata push? Let's say that I have this song called, for example, I have this song called Across the Sea. Spotify, there you go. I have this song that I did called Under Diamant. So you see, my metadata for now, it has not been pushed completely because I asked them to change the cover. It's not done yet, but it's gonna be changed. But you see, the name of the artist now is Monsieur de Shada, but this is still the old cover. Now you're gonna have you have the Diamantero logo, but you soon will have the Monsieur de Shada logo instead. But let's say I did Across the Sea, that's the name of the song, but let's say I forget one S and I just put Across the Sea with one S. I can send a metadata push, submit a correction to my distribution, my digital distribution, or directly to Spotify and all the other platforms. But it's better to do with your distribution because your distribution will send a push, which is they ask for a change to all the platforms. So let's say I say, oh damn, Across the Sea, I forgot one S. So I go to my platform, I say, hey, I need to change the title of this cover art, the song, and I also need to change the cover art because I forgot one S at Across. And I can also say, oh, by the way, I forgot to put that the writer of the song. So if you see the credits, you can see who's the performer, who's the writer, that's me, who produced the song, that's me, and the name of the label, right? Now, let's say I forgot to add, let's say, I don't know, I composed with somebody else. Let's say I forgot to put the name of Bodhisattva. So I can just ask for a metadata push to the platforms and say, hey, please update the name to Across with 2S and update the writers, add this person. And that's exactly what Beyonce did. Listen. Kelis went on her rage, start, pushing a lot of videos on the internet, and everybody talked about it. And Beyonce doesn't like the drama. And actually, Beyonce is in her right. We talked about it already. Beyonce is in her right and Kelis is in her right in a certain point, in a certain way. But in when we talk about business, like I told you Monday, when we talk about business, Beyonce went by all the rules. She asked the song owners, the copyright owners, what she had to do, and that's it. And I thought she thought it was good to put Kelis as a featuring since you are on the song. And yeah, she put her with songwriting credits as well. And now that Kelis did all her kerfuffle and did all her noise on the internet, what happened? Beyonce and her team probably, Beyonce called the producer of the original track and said, yo, you have 24 hours or you have 1 hour to do me the same track and without the sample. I don't want Kelis' voice in there and I don't want any sample from Milkshake in there. And they also call the copyright societies, and they remove anything that has to do with Kelis in the rights. And they did a metadata push after that, when they did a new version of the song without Kelis and without the sample of Milkshake. And they just say to the platforms, this is the new master, replace this master with another one. It's something that I do all the time when there's a problem with a mix or something. Sometimes I say, hey, I need a new version. Poof. So you change, you add a new audio, and you also change the title, and she removed Kelis from everything of the album. So you can see it in two ways. You can say to yourself, oh, Beyonce was respectful of Kelis' struggle, and she was like, hey, listen, I'm sorry, I thought you were happy that I used your song and that I put you as a featuring. Apparently this is causing trouble, so you know what, I'll remove you. So, and sorry that I create any bad blood in your system. You could see it from that perspective, or you can see it from my perspective, which is the way I would feel if I was Beyonce, which is, what? Just remove that person, and yeah, happy now. And yeah, listen, that's exactly what I would have done if I was in this situation and somebody's just like, it's not a question of you who's better or whatever. It's just at a point you're doing all this noise and you don't want to be there, then peace. You know, peace, enjoy, good life. And because all she was saying, like, yeah, I deserve my phone call. She could have called me. Like I said before, she doesn't have to call you. Yeah, she can call you. She doesn't have to. What she has to do is make sure that her business is done correctly. And the business done correctly doesn't involve calling you. If I don't have to call you to sample your song, I don't have to call you. When I sample a song, or if I do a cover, it's different. But when I sample a song, or when I need the authorization to put a song in a compilation. This is a good example. Let's say I need a song that is produced by Nichols, or by Section Zouk, or by Ali Angel, or by anybody. And let's say I need to put Princess Lover, Les Bons Êtres, a song that one of my favorite songs from Princess Lover. Let's say I'm doing a Zouk compilation and I want to put this song inside of my compilation. What do? I call the owner of the song. The owner of the song is not Princess Lover. The owner of the song is Harold Sangamalon from Section Zouk Records, my old partner. I call him. I say, bro, hey, I want to put this song in my compilation. How much? Or can I have the authorization? And maybe he's gonna say, oh, by the way, let's do an exchange, because I also wanted to put your song, One Love, or maybe your song from Vandame, your last song, Love This Song, I want to put it in my Kizomba compilation. I said, okay, you put your song in your compilation. In exchange, I put my song in my compilation. And the artists have nothing to do with this conversation. It's a conversation. It's a business conversation. So if once my compilation comes out, if whoever, Princess calls me and say, yo, bro, my bro, like, why you didn't call me before putting my song in a compilation? I would reply to her, my sis, I didn't have to. And it's not because it's not a question of respect. It's just I don't have to. Because if I call you and I say, oh, I would love to use your song, and you tell me, yeah, go ahead, and I go ahead, I'm gonna get attacked by Section Zouk's lawyers, right? And I will be like, no, but the artist told me that I could. The artist don't have nothing to do with that. Who has something to do with that is who owns the song. It happened to me with when one artist that I produced only one album from that artist. He had somebody in America ask him for the authorization to release the song on a compilation? And he said yes. And then I realized that there's a song in a compilation. And I'm like, yo, who's using my master? Who's using a song that I own? And I sent a message and I said, hey guys, you are using a song that you cannot use. So what's going on? And they told me, we asked the permission to the artist. And I said, the artist cannot give you any permission. The masters belongs to Sushiro. That's me. And they were like, so what can we do? I said, you can remove the song from your compilation. That's all you can do because it's not authorized. And they had to do it because, yeah, I don't remember what was it was not just because it was a compilation. There was something different that they did that I didn't authorize. So I was like, yeah, first remove the song from your compilation or take down your compilation because I'm going to have it take down anyway. You take down your compilation, you do a formal request, and then I'll reply to you, and then we'll see. And yeah, they just removed the song from the compilation. And I said, next time, I mean, because not everybody understands the business, but I told them next time, understand that who you have to ask for the permission is the right owners. The right owners, not the singers. Because the singers will tell you, oh, that's my song. Yeah, it's a song that you wrote. That's true. That's your song. But the master is not yours. So those are the little things. And that's exactly the conversation with Kelis. Kelis, like she's asking for a phone call that in reality, Beyonce was like, yo, I'm busy. Why you want a phone call? See what I mean? And maybe she called her after and maybe, listen, maybe there's a third option. Maybe they talk to each other. And she said, nah, listen, with all the trouble around this song, I would love to be removed from the song. And Beyonce said, all right, sis, bye. But I doubt it. I believe she did a petty move like I would have done, because I would have done the same thing. I would have just be like, yeah, all right, just remove you from everything. Happened to, I don't remember what project that I had this thing, and I just took down the whole compilation. I was like, I don't care. Like, and then the person that was yelling a lot, because you know the people, they don't call you to yell. They yell to the internet. They yell to whoever wants to hear them, so they believe that they're strong at that moment. And so what? I was like, yeah, all right. I called my distributor. I say, hey, this compilation, just remove everything. Remove everything and re-upload the whole compilation without this song. And that's exactly what they did. So after 2 days, it takes 24 to 48 hours. After 2 days, the whole compilation was there again without that person. And now that person finally, after talking to everybody and pissing me off, finally calls me and say, hi, hey, I don't understand. You removed my song, but hey, you know, I was talking, but I didn't want you to remove the song, because I was like, bye. Because I don't have time for that shit.